focus on what you want to create, not on what you want to avoid. Some people are more motivated by moving away from what they don't want, and some people are more motivated by moving toward what they want. Now, this is a little bit challenging because what I've found is that we really all need both. We're all motivated by both, but most of us are more motivated by one or the other, and we don't know how this thing works, and we don't understand because it's all unconscious. Now, I tend to think that negative motivation, moving away from what we don't want, tends to be a stronger motivator, and that's because negative things that happen can be a lot worse than a positive thing. So, like losing your arm is probably a lot worse than winning $1 million, right? Or death is probably a lot worse than, getting a $100 million mansion, right? Would be on the positive side. So the negative stuff, the downside, can be very motivating, right? But the positive stuff is important to focus on. So here's how this works. If you focus in your mind on what you don't want, you will be more likely to create it. If you focus in your mind on what you want, you'll also be more likely to create it. I learned from neuro-linguistic programming and hypnosis that the unconscious mind doesn't have a concept for the negative. Only the conscious mind does. So if I say, don't do this thing, all right, if I say stop smoking, you can, with your conscious mind, you can go, oh, I'll put my cigarette down and stop smoking. If I tell your unconscious mind stop smoking, all it hears is smoking because it doesn't know how to interpret not doing something. And what a lot of people do when they smoke, for instance, is they go, I got to stop smoking, got to stop smoking, stop smoking. And the unconscious mind, all it hears is smoking, smoking, smoke, 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 smoke. That can be counterproductive. So what we want to do, even if you're an away from motivated person, even if you're more motivated by the things you need to move away from, you got to start with the outcome that you want. If you saw the movie The Secret, right, they talked about focus on what you want and then believe it, and it will become more real in your life. I'm not trying to get too woo-woo or new age on you here. Sometimes I get accused of that stuff a little bit, and I really am not that much of a, kind of one of those out there thinkers, but there's a lot of value in this idea. If you focus on what you don't want, you're going to be more likely to bring it into your reality. If you focus on what you want, you're going to be more likely to bring that into reality as well. And we'll talk more about that in this program. But the bottom line is that this principle is important. Focusing on the outcome you want, the thing you want to have happen, not on the thing you don't want, will make you much more likely to get there.